I watched a series on Netflix. I think it's new. It's newish, called Sanctuary. This might interest
Is
you,
it
Jeff.
about Quasimodo? Sanctuary.
No, it might interest you, Jesse, because it has flavors a little bit of Cobra Kai, but it's about sumo wrestlers.
What?
It's a Japanese
Cobra Kai sumo wrestlers?
It's okay, so it's not like this. Don't think necessarily Cobra Kai.
Sumo guy never dies.
But okay, so it's a Japanese sports drama, and it is definitely like the sports. It has this, the sports cliches like of a sports film or sports whatever.
Oh God.
But
so you got like the really big superstar, and he's just doing great, and then all of a sudden something goes wrong.
Oh.
He's down his luck. He's got to quit the team. And he's going to go into training.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I nailing it?
It's no joke. So the main character, it's the like archetype of like, what is it? The bad boy doesn't take it seriously. He's not respectful of the sport. Guess what? By the end of the series, he takes it seriously.
Yeah, he's in it for the love of the game.
So anyway, why I even check this out is I've One Piece, Zatoichi. I've been on a Japanese entertainment kick for whatever reason for quite a while now.
Like 30 years.
No.
Yeah, you've always don't lie. You've always liked it.
I like samurai stuff. And I'm off and on anime. I just happen to be on a huge samurai and anime kick right now. And I seen this thing, this show, and I was like, what's that? And I was like, sumo wrestlers. And I was like, I don't really know that much about sumo. And part of the thing that fascinates me about watching Zatoichi is when the movies or the show, like they have just scenes that just gets into the minutia of like Japanese culture that I have no clue about, like just mundane crap, right? But it's just like, whoa, it's kind of fascinating. It's just like, it's new culture thing, right? To me, it's new to me, old to them, very old.
I think you're just like minutia because I like Halloween because I like to be able to peek into people's house and see what they're watching on the TV kind of guy.
Is that minutia though? Yeah. I guess so. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right, because that's foreign to me what they're doing in their houses. They're not doing that in my house. I want to know what they're doing in their house.
Right.
Randy didn't want candy. He wanted to know what was going on in there.
Trick or
He's
treat.
not the only person that I've heard ever say that either. That's what
where do you guys put your silverware? What? Over there? Weird.
What drawer? Why that drawer? I'd put it in that drawer. Anyway.
Sorry.
So I was hoping that the show would kind of like go in. I wanted to learn about sumo. I was like, that's interesting to me. And I also looked it up because when I see a new thing on Netflix, I don't know. I'll look it up I'll do a Google search, not read reviews, but just kind of check out the Rotten Tomatoes and like the general consensus. And it was very highly rated on Rotten Tomatoes, with the audience anyway. So I was like, oh, it was like 90, upper 90s. I was like, wow, okay. So I checked it out, and yeah, it's good. As far as I can tell, and from what I've read, in the way it handles like the sumo stuff, it's pretty accurate. Criticisms include that like it's kind of over the top, like the characters act in a way that like wouldn't really fly in actual sumo wrestling, but that's also kind of the point of the characters. Like the main character is super disrespectful, right?
Is it like a fat guy glow?
Yes. It's like a sumo glow a little bit. I don't think it's as funny as Glow or Cobra Kai, right? It's that kind of thing though. It's such a sports tropey thing, except I don't like sports, but you give me a Glow or a Cobra Kai or Sanctuary Sumo people, sure, I'll get down on the sports tropes. I will say there's some gross stuff that I don't like at all. That's just like, and it's usually played for humor, and I'm just like, it's got some very kind of immature-ish humor, I guess.
Juvenile.
A little bit. Yeah. And also 95% of the characters are just so unlikable. I don't care for so many of the characters, but it was interesting. I was not disappointed. I wanted to kind of learn more about Sumo, and I was not disappointed in that respect. And when, because he's a cocky kid anyway, but then it's like he starts to get good and he gets out of control cocky. Of course, he's going to have to learn his lesson. And when he learns his lesson, it goes hard. I was like, that's what I showed Melanie. Just there's a series, at least 2 major events that kind of smack the kid down, just put him in his place. That part of the arc makes him kind of come to his senses. And the first one's kind of sad. The second one is horribly violent and surprisingly violent. And I had to show Melanie that as soon as she woke up one morning. I was like, hey, I want to show you something. It's going to take a couple turns, okay?
You're like the opposite of a trigger warning. You're like, listen, this is the trigger warning for the show. You don't need to watch anything else about the show, just the trigger warning stuff.
That's exactly right. Well, I knew Melanie wasn't going to watch.
To approach it, Melanie.
I knew Melanie wasn't going to watch the show. But I was like, I got to show Melanie that. I got to show somebody this.
I told you before, I've watched a little sumo. It was always on a betting thing, I bet on that guy.
Oh yeah.
Type of a situation, but still.
Well, you probably watched more actual sumo wrestling than I ever have. So
yeah, I was surprised how many skinny white guys there were in it. Really.
Anyway, Sanctuary on Netflix. If you like the plot storyline of a sports drama, or if you're interested in sumo, either you like sumo or you don't know anything about sumo and you're curious, check it out. There's a little bit of violence. Actually, there's consistent violence throughout. They beat the crap out of each other.
There's a little violent. Yeah, it's pretty violent. Something horrifically violent happens.
Listen, all I'm saying.
You wouldn't expect from sumo because it seems like it's pretty much just shoving, you know what I mean?
Shoving, hugging,
but
throwing on a good day.
Yeah.
Listen, if you get shoved hard enough in the face repeatedly, you might lose body parts. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The ending, you'll be conflicted on the ending. A lot of people might find it a little anticlimactic, but I kind of like how it's intentionally so. I kind of like how it's ended. I don't know that I feel like it's a one-off season. I don't know that it's ever coming back. It's Netflix, so I can't count on there would be another season, but it kind of feels like there probably won't be.